The most chaotic hot air balloon ride ever. Be me. Have a girlfriend named Sarah. Hot air balloons are supposedly romantic, right? She's super excited. Keeps talking about the sunrise view. Yeah, okay.jpg. Plan the trip. Get up at 4 a.m. to beat the dawn. Drive to this random park with a hot air balloon sign. Arrive, see a giant middle-aged dude in coveralls. He's smoking a cigarette next to what looks like a laundry basket. Hell no.jpg. Sarah insists it's vintage and rustic. The guy introduces himself as Gary. He tells us that he's been doing this for years. I look at the laundry basket. It looks more like a shopping cart. Gary hands us some helmets. What, a safety feature? Nope, just for the look, he says. Great. He loads us into the balloon. Feels like I'm sitting in a giant woven basket of shame. Gary starts filling the balloon with hot air. It inflates slowly. Can't tell if this is going to work. Sarah is giggling. She thinks we're on some romantic adventure. The view is getting better. The sunrise is beautiful. Then I feel a tugging sensation. The basket starts to float. I can't believe this idiocy is actually working. Where.pengy. We're hovering about 10 feet off the ground. Gary is giving us the safety instructions. He sounds like he's narrating a horror movie. You're going to want to hold on if we hit any turbulence. What turbulence are we going to have at 10 feet? He lights the burner. Flames shoot up into the balloon. Feel the heat on my face. It's actually kind of amazing. Sarah is loving it, snapping pics, acting like this is the love story of the century. Suddenly I hear a serious hissing sound. Is this the end? Gary looks concerned, which does not help my anxiety. He starts fiddling with the burner, which is now spewing more flames. I thought this was supposed to be romantic, not a horror show. The basket starts to pivot awkwardly. We tilt and Sarah starts to get a bit nervous. She asks if we're going to fall. The fear in her voice makes me want to lie. Nah, babe, we're fine. Just a routine, maneuver. She's not buying it. Basket finally stabilizes. We get some altitude, maybe 15 feet now. The view is actually amazing. The city looks majestic in the morning light. Gary's voice crackles through the radio. Don't lean too far over the edge, or you'll end up in the pumpkin patch. The what now? I look down, and sure enough there's a random pumpkin patch below us. Darkhumour.jpg. Sarah isn't laughing. Her face is ghostly pale. We're too high, aren't we? Nothing to worry about. Just classic hot air ballooning, I assure her. Meanwhile, I'm sweating bullets. Attempt to take a selfie, focus on Sarah, but my hands are shaking. Suddenly feel the ghost of the basket wobble again. The bacon-wrapped breakfast I had earlier hits the back of my throat. At that moment, I remember every scary hot air balloon story I've heard. Dude, we should probably get lower, I say to Gary. He laughs and goes, bigger is better, right? I swear the pumpkin patch is taunting me now. Finally, I see the ground getting closer. Gary gives a thumbs up and hits the burner again. The basket starts rising even higher. Now we're at like 20 feet. This is when I start screaming no. All of a sudden, the flames stop. The basket starts descending rapidly. Uh-oh. We crash down, jarring, but somehow we're on the side of the pumpkin patch. Sarah just starts laughing uncontrollably. What an adventure, she says. My heart rate is through the roof. Gary jumps out and yells, best landing spot ever. What? We get out, and Sarah grabs my hand, smiling like we just conquered an evil empire. She calls it the most romantic experience of our lives. My definition of romance just lowered significantly. TW the laundry basket becomes the highlight of our relationship. MFW, I still have no idea how we survived that. But at least I got some killer selfies. Romance level, questionable but memorable.